This at least 60-year-old man lifts his face mask up off his motorcycle and starts screaming at me. He does not just say, "You didn't use your blinker and that pissed me off." Not to mention, I didn't use my blinker, not to slam on brakes and turn, literally to speed up. You're mad I didn't warn you I was gonna speed up? Like, I didn't know he was behind me because there was another car behind me and he was behind that car. So it was just like, you were way too far away to care that much about my blinker, brah. So he is screaming at me like, blah, 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 you just driving, blah, 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 blah. I'm just like listening to it, but in my head I'm just thinking, even if I didn't use my blinker, this is just way too inappropriate level of anger right now. So I'm literally face to face with this man right outside this window. He has lifted his thing, so it is nothing in between us. And I just look and I'm just staring at him like this. And I go, with both my hands. Y'all, the effect on that man, his skin got a little more tight, as though it was a balloon being overfilled that might pop. I'm not kidding you. His face was so red. The only thing I kept watching was his hands, because I had already scanned to make sure I didn't see a gun, because I thought, he's on a motorcycle, I'm totally safe unless he has a gun. And I was just kept watching his hands to make sure they didn't move. And of course, at this point, you know, you can either speed up, they speed up to catch you, you slow down, all this kind of stuff. So he was just pissed. But he called me a South Carolina bitch, cunt, stupid driver, all these names all over that for not using a blinker in the one moment I went to pass somebody. Probably because I was driving one-handed and just didn't have, and I just didn't flick that thing. I normally would use a blinker if I'm like just changing lanes or this or that. But literally in that instance, to be that mad over it, honestly, oh, that was one of the happiest days of my life. I hope he's still mad, actually. And then we just rode beside each other in this 2-lane road for like God knows how long. And I kept thinking, like, why won't he speed up? He was the one that wanted to go so fast, right? So then I sped up and I was going to pass him. And then he sped up. And so I just slowed down so we could be away from each other, you freaking weirdo. Why did you... I mean, you could say I made that happen, but he made it happen. He did not need to flick me off. Why would you on a motorcycle flick off the car you just got in front of on a 1-lane road? That is just not smart. See, because if it was a woman and the car would have ended up hitting her, the woman would have said, the people would have said, well, you shouldn't have done that. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? Now, I was never going to do that. I backed up off him. In fact, I was less mad at him for flicking me off because he was on a motorcycle, but that was hilarious.